Emily Bay is a bay in Norfolk Island. Have anybody been to Norfolk Island? It's lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely place. But it's got a very dark, colourful history, as you might know. You will know if you've been there. It was the site of a particularly brutal British penal colony back in the 1800s. We're sticking it to the British a bit tonight, but you know, they can carry it. They can handle it. Yeah. Yes, it was particularly brutal, and there was a convict uprising there, 1846. 3 or 4 prison guards were killed, and 18 convicts were hung, chucked in a hole, covered over with ground, earth, and with no ceremony. And the mound is still there. It's called Murderer's Mound. You can visit it. It's a tourist attraction on Norfolk Island. You've got to be a bit careful because it's halfway down the 7th fairway on the Norfolk Island golf course. So you have to be a bit careful, take an umbrella perhaps, but it is a colourful bit of history. I got a chance actually to sing this song at a jazz festival in last December. I went over there with another band that I'm in and sang the song in the ruins of the jail at Kingston. The ruins of the convict jail are still there, and we got to do the song in the ruins where the jazz festival was being held, which was quite eerie. Within the side of the jail is this beautiful little bay called Emily Bay. It's very picturesque, beautiful golden sand lagoon, you know, crescent of golden sand and lovely Norfolk pines and a reef and some magnificent little bit of scenery. I just thought it was ironic the poor old convicts had to look out through the bars of this hellish jail at this lovely bit of scenery. So this is called Emily Bay. It's a true story, except for the bits I made up. Not much, didn't make much up. Just the names. Actually, I made the names up, and then I looked further back into the history of it in a book from the Otaki Library, actually, and it listed all the convicts who were hung, and one of them's name was John. So you know, it could very well be a completely true story by accident. Johnny was a wild one, got sent down, 7 years hard in Sydney town. Elizabeth cried on the dock, says he, you're a good girl, Lizzie, don't you wait for me. Johnny was a thief, he was quicker than some, got caught with a bottle of the captain's rum. Blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay, and the blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay. Judge said, well, I can turn a hard man around, you can do your time out in Kingston town. Johnny said, well, Jack, I've been thinking just the same, and they got 3 more before the soldiers came. Sometimes said you're gonna hang this boy in England, sorry that you ever been born. Blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay, and the blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay. Come along with me, gonna kill me, a copper been worrying me. Johnny said, well, Jack, I've been thinking just the same, and they got 3 more before the soldiers came. The commandant said you're gonna hang this boy, England, sorry that you ever been born. Blood runs down to the sand on England. in Kingston town. Elizabeth cried on the day she read he was thrown in a hole, not a prayer was said. And on the murdering mound you could hear it play. Oh, God, Lizzie, don't you wait for me. Blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay. And blood runs down to the sand on Emily Bay. Sand on Emily Bay. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot.